So the Bible tells us in the last days the son of perdition shall be revealed. Who is the son of perdition? Look at this couple right here. This MAGA couple arrested for fraud of food stamps. Who would have thought?
Dennis and Jennifer Phillips arrested in connection to fraudulently receiving more than $20,000 worth of those benefits. Law enforcement officials say they failed to report the wife's income for several years, leading to the issues of benefits they were not supposed to receive. Each is now charged with one count of fraudulent acquisition, or use of food stamps.
Bay couple living in an almost $400,000 home is suspected of food stamp fraud.
But according to court documents, Gallagher had reported she lived alone in this home in Shorewood. Records show the couple sold this place in 2009. Officials believe the fake address was done so the couple could hide income and collect government assistance. Since 2006, it breaks down to nearly $64,000 from the food share program and $51,000 from Medicaid.
Federal, state, and local law enforcers fanned out to make more than 13 arrests.
We've had food stamp fraud happening with meat truck drivers that have been exchanging food stamp SNAP benefits for cash.
So, the welfare fraud department of my county just left my house. Are you guys happy? Are you guys happy? I get a knock at my door, I open the door, and of course there's three people in, nice work clothes, whatever. I thought it was CPS. Okay, big surprise there. No. It's the welfare fraud department. I didn't even know there was a welfare fraud department. Okay, so with everything that I have going on with my food stamps and everything, they are going to be tracking every single paper trail that I have had attached to my name for the last 10 years. They are going to be digging up everything. I am possibly facing criminal charges for this. This is not just something where they take your food stamps, for a couple weeks or no. This is actually criminal. So I hope you guys are happy.
The son of perdition in these last days is being revealed. That goddamn liar. What does perdition mean? Let's search that out real quick. God said the last days the son of perdition shall be revealed. Hellfire, hell, doom, ruin, destruction, downfall, condemnation. The white man is being revealed for everything he painted the black man to be. The son of perdition is being revealed, and it's not just the white man, it's more the white woman. Y'all should have a 1,000,000-man march right now, just to try to redeem yourself a little bit before Christ come back, because y'all got an ass whooping coming from him. Y'all should have a 1,000,000-man white man march in front of Washington, right? And bow down before 1,000,000 black men. That right there might show you, God might show you a little bit of mercy from this ass whooping he got coming to y'all. All this time, we got whole families getting $140 for one person in the household. But now, y'all got both people in the household, the husband and the wife, committing fraud each year, taking thousands of dollars out of black families' mouth. Hell, out of Americans' mouth. Everybody should be mad at this. What can we say about y'all? What shouldn't we say? Everything has been said. Son of perdition, is that you? Is that you, Satan, and your wife?
Wow, interesting. Anyways, I'm gonna be honest. A part of me is actually relieved that finally people are seeing that bad behavior has no color. Because for the longest time, anytime something like this happens, the media was quick to put a black person at the forefront. like we are the only ones who do wrong. But now the truth is out there. This is exactly why I say we need to stop stereotyping. I mean, look around. You've got them folks getting caught up in this behavior. I've put together a few clips so you all can see exactly what I'm talking about, and then I'll come back with my thoughts after that. But before we roll the clips, full credit to all creators featured in this segment. All right, let's get into it.
So who's really robbing the system? A married couple is facing fraud charges for reportedly falsifying their income to obtain $20,000 and to obtain SNAP benefits. They're stealing from the government. See, people on white TikTok and people in the real world only believe that black people and people of color are the only people that benefit from the government. And that is not the case. Meth Head Mary and Brokeback Ben, they damn sure benefited from the government. And they stole from it too. Now, I'm not doing this to laugh in nobody's face, but I'm trying to prove a point. There are fucked up people in every race. And someone is gonna try to scam the system. But just to let y'all know something, majority of the people on SNAP benefits are below the age of 17 or in college or over the age of 60. And about 50% in between all have jobs. People above 60, well hell, they may have disabilities where it does not allow them to work a full-time job. And the ones under 18, hell, they're children. They can't even vote. And the ones in the middle that work a full-time job and sometimes two, this country that y'all claim to be so great doesn't even provide livable wages. Meat costs more than people make in an hour. Y'all sitting here condemning people, but I guarantee you won't condemn them. Why? Because they're the right color.
Oh no, say it ain't so. This can't be true. This can't be. This has to be black people in whiteface, because this can't be true. From what the damn YT people are saying, they're saying that the black people steal, the black people are lazy, the black people get over the government. That's what they say. That's the narrative that's going around. This has to be fake news, huh, MAGA? Too bad it ain't used Google, but let's read it. Married couple facing food stamp fraud charges for reportedly falsifying income to obtain more than $20,000 in SNAP benefits. YT people doing that. These aren't black people. They aren't. So y'all running around here saying, oh, black people love to steal food stamps. Some of y'all even in blackface and trying to paint this whole portrait about black people doing this. But look what we have here. Are we going to get videos about this, or are y'all just going to sweep this under the rug? They got $20,000 in SNAP benefits. $20,000. That could have went to somebody that really needed it. But y'all say black people out there selling it to get their hair done, to get their nails done. What they sell them to do? What they stole them to do? What do you think they did with $20,000? I guarantee you they sold them. But let y'all tell it. Only black people do stuff like this.
You guys have been made to believe that only us Negroes, us black folk, are the highest recipients receiving food stamps. This is what they do, and I'm putting them on blast and putting them on Front Street because they will make you believe that it is us when truly it is them. You see, up until 1964, black people weren't even able to receive food stamps. They were only able and available for white folk until the Food Stamp Act of 1964 kicked into place. They will always make it seem like we're the ones who snatching up or using up all government funds, that we're taking advantage of government programming or terminology. You know, DEI was made for white women, right? So white women can get into the corporate world, so white women can be seen in the business world. After the 60s and those movements, those feminist movements that put women in the forefront and let it be known and established that, hey, just because we're women, that doesn't mean we don't want to work. It doesn't mean we don't want to be in the workforce. It doesn't mean that our voices don't matter. But again, that was beneficial to white women. And then when people made up lies, because you guys don't read, you guys don't keep up on things, you guys don't do anything but talk shit about us and make everything about us. But when in actuality, when it really is, truly, y'all. Did y'all hear about the lady from MAGA who is mad at her family for not giving out money to help her get groceries after the government cut off her food stamp benefits? Yeah, it's going to be a lot more than that. If you voted for your own downfall, God forbid you need help. God forbid it.
Y'all tried to lie about being the biggest recipients of food stamps. And now we finding out that y'all been lying to the government, scamming all of our hard-earned tax dollars. All that talk about black people being a drain on society, when I don't see my folks up there. All that talk of being lazy and dependent on the system, when I don't see my people up there scamming the government, stealing our hard-earned tax dollars. Bro, they said this was the largest food stamp fraud ring in the nation. And I had to get a magnifying glass and zoom in just to make sure that none of my folks is up there. See, y'all love to project on us who y'all are. You said we were the biggest recipients of welfare, and the lie detector test has determined that that is a lie. You said we're mooching and leeching off of the government, when that too is a lie. And then you act like your people are so innocent and so hardworking and law-abiding citizens, when we clearly can see with our own eyes who's defrauding the government and scamming and being criminals. But I know y'all gonna ignore this, and you're gonna have some type of an excuse on why they had a reason to lie and steal and be criminals. I know how it goes.
When people think of food stamp fraud, they don't think of faces like this. 20,000. But let's unpackage this even more though. In our community, we say that in order for you to get these food stamps, the man gotta be out the home, huh? This is a married couple. And they get to have their government assistance and keep their nuclear family intact, what we see. So this video is centered around racial pathology and government assistance and how white people are never seen as the face of food stamp fraud. I still got to sprinkle a little intersectionality of class in it because I still think it's wild that this $20,000 has a full-blown news coverage, but the 20 million, 20 billion of corporations and oligarchs be getting is not giving any airtime. However, racial pathology though allows for black people, especially black women, to be seen as welfare queens that's trying to get over on the system and always conducting food stamp fraud, while individuals like this are able to be not suspected, therefore they go undetected, therefore they go unpunished. They was able to get away with this for years. Yeah, years.
Now, what in the caucasity is going on here? So they were falsifying their work documents and how much they made in the household. And what's crazy is they want people to believe that it is the black, brown, and illegal immigrants that are, you know what I'm saying, getting all of these benefits, when in actuality, it is. And they are the ones that are saying that we need it. I'm talking about rural America. Rural America are the ones that have more SNAP benefits or beneficiaries than any other person. If you look on the statistics and in the records, guess what? They have 47%, and they'll say that we have 49. But guess what? When they say the 49, when you look at the numbers, there may be 500,000, but there are over 1.2 million of them that are receiving the benefits. So that's how they, you know what I'm saying, play with the numbers. But yeah, y'all, you know, illegal immigrants cannot get any type of assistance because guess what? Their Social Security will not allow them to. So that's one lie. And then you hear Donald Trump saying earlier today, well, people are doing this in the Democrats. Donald, stop lying. And I heard a man today on Fox News say people are getting their weaves done and their nails done. Who was he talking about? What demographic was he speaking on? But y'all know what to do. Get in the comments. Let's go, because it's these type of people that are using the system. And they don't want people to know that. But they'll try to make it and put the image out that it's the black and browns. But hey, y'all know what to do. Get in the comments. Let's go.
For a lot of you folk that was on TikTok, stereotyping what y'all think is the average person getting government assistance. Or saying, you know, oh, maybe the ladies lead, ladies this, and the women, and maybe these can get love. This is a whole married couple. But a married couple facing food stamp fraud charges for reportedly falsifying income to obtain more than $20,000 in SNAP benefits. It's not people that y'all want to stereotype. This is not the two y'all think. Y'all don't normally say, oh, okay, this is what we look at. No. This right here. When y'all want to stereotype or assume who's living off of government benefits, you think of like my face. I pay a whole mortgage, but y'all still think of my face. I get little insults in my comments. Ignorant. That's why they're blocked, because they assume because of this on my face, because of this color. They assume, but yet these don't look like me. Oh, hold on, because I read people's comments. And hold up, I got more for you. Bam! Looky. Oh! God don't like mad evil on Sunday. Looky here. Now, none of them people the same as me. Oh, and let's not forget Brett Favre. The old Green Bay Packer, right? Let's not forget the fraud that Brett Favre committed. But it's illegals. It's illegals and you Negroes that's doing that. You ninjas. Y'all going around here committing food stamp fraud and they giving food stamps to illegal immigrants and da 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 and they are to come doing blah 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 and they're committing fraud. What are these people? What is Brett Favre? No, really. I want an answer on that. I'll wait. $20 million. Brett Favre. Was it 20? Was it more than that? Hold on, I gotta find out because I know it was a lot of money. Wait a minute, his is a little bit more complex. You were on the Green Bay Packers, and you're committing welfare fraud, a large-scale scheme that delivered millions of dollars from a federal program for the poor. The allegations against him include using welfare funds to help build a volleyball stadium at the University of Southern Mississippi. Yeah, I remember that. His daughter played there. He was paid $1.1 million in welfare funds for speeches that he didn't even do. And you want me to believe that this man didn't know what was going on? You get $1.1 million and what you thought, just fell off the sky? Okay, so with the other scandal, Favre was a major investor in a company called Peculiarsera, which received $2.5 million in diverted welfare funds. He had introduced the company's founders to state officials. Text messages reveal Favre's requests for funding, including one where he asked a non-profit founder if there was when he called it on, he was asked if there was a way that they could hide the source of the funds. Boy, he just like the orange Cheeto. They committing crimes and ain't nothing being done about it. Nothing. It's a text message that they had proof of that, clearly he knew that this was welfare funds. Because he asked the non-profit founder if there was any way to hide where the money was coming from. This dummy said he didn't know the funds were designated for welfare recipients. You sent a text message. It is in black and white. So Mississippi is trying to sue him. I hope they get more than enough. Okay, they just want the misspent funds, but I hope they get even more.
There are hardworking and irresponsible people in every group. And honestly, I'm proud of how a lot of black people are handling things right now, while others are out there, them folks, looting. You see black community, coming together, black farmers offering food, pastors helping their members, neighbors supporting one another, teaching people how to survive, some encouraging people to, trust God and not the government. I mean, that's what we call unity. That's what we call resilience. Because black people, they've survived wars. Okay, they faced tougher times and still found a way. It's nothing new. Okay, they'll definitely survive this. This too shall pass. What do you think about this whole situation? Put your thoughts down in the comment section and consider joining my community by subscribing, liking, and sharing because it really helps YouTube recommend my videos to a wider audience. Anyways, thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you in the next one.